G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the game between Geelong and North Melbourne. This one was at GMHBA Stadium, and a nice win by the Cats. 62-point winners this afternoon, and yeah, pretty handy performance. Got the job done, a little bit of percentage as well, which also helps the cause for us to get stuck back into the top 8, which at this stage and this point in time we stand, which is good. It's been odd being out there for a fair period of the season, obviously through injury, lack of form, hunger probably not the exact same as 2022. Haven't had the same cohesion. There's a million reasons why it hasn't quite been the same as last year. And last year's yeah, it's pretty difficult to replicate what it takes to win a premiership. But either or, we got the result, a 10-goal win at home, which is, yeah, all you can really ask for. Pretty good result overall, but yeah, very impressed with how we started the game, and yeah, put it to bed nice and early, which was awesome. And we almost kicked 9 goals in that opening term, really. Well, maybe even 13 if you're really accurate, with 8 goals, 5 that we did kick. But out of the middle was, yeah, absolutely dynamite. We were, yeah, very strong in the contest. North got a couple sort of early in the piece, and then we're able to, yeah, basically get a hold of the game in the momentum. And yeah, we had a really open forward line. We gave our forwards a lot of pretty decent looks. We did hand it back to North a little bit. I felt when we kicked it back inside 50, I felt like Logue, when he was on core, and I think Ben Mackay probably took the world record in intercept marks. But yeah, he had a fair go at it. But I felt like the way we moved the ball, the pressure that we put on the ball carriers was great. We moved the ball and transition from D50 to forward 50 pretty well. Good link-up chain, handball, run and carry was really good to see. And yeah, ultimately we were able to finish off our work in what was pretty sort of a windy day at the office to end up with 19 goals, 11. It's pretty decent from the supply that we did have up in the forward line. North had a few looks in that second half, so I think they ended up with 7 goals in the second half, 8 for us. So yeah, there was a bit more even after half time, but the game was over, sort of almost by quarter time almost. But half time the game was buried, which was great, and then we were able to sort of manage it throughout the second half of the game and rest blitz, which was really good to see as well. But yeah, really happy with the effort and performance from the boys. They got it going sort of halfway through that first quarter and didn't look back. So, yeah, pleased with how we went about it. And, yeah, a really good even team performance and contribution from the guys out there. So, yeah, definitely heading in the right direction. And body of work over the last sort of 6 weeks has been pretty decent. I'd have to look at our last 5 or 6. But I think, we've had a loss and a draw, and the rest have been wins in the last 5-6 weeks. But, I think that's sort of probably about it from a game perspective. I think we were, that midfield battle was won really well, and that's generally where the game's won and lost. We were good up forward with contest, and, we sort of kept North at bay on the scoreboard. As you can see, left them just under 10 goals, but, stoked with how we went about it, and we're able to sort of get on the scoreboard ourselves. So I think the stats should read nice. Well, if you win by 10 goals, you hope it's nice. So what do we get? So plus 56, 54 in the disposal camp. 70 inside 50s. We got 40 at half time. It was absolutely crazy. We were on track for 80 at that stage. But 70 inside 50s when you get that many looks. It was scored, 30 times out of those 70 inside 50s. North only had 39, so they didn't get as much supply, and we were really good by, making sure it didn't get down there in the first place. And to do that, you got to win it at the contest. Decent with the ball, sort of around that 71% mark. It seems to, I swear, it used to be like 75%, but it shows the pressure's definitely going up in the competition. Efficiency inside 50 weren't super efficient. We did bomb it in there long a little bit, and probably that was the one thing in the game. If we had used it even better, and if the conditions were a little bit nicer, it might have been, very destructive on the scoreboard. Might have been, close to 160 points. That's all right. We'll move on. Where are we next? So, free kick count, we got the job done there. Hit outs North's way there. The clearances, we were able to get some ascendancy there, and the centre clearances at one stage was absolutely bonkers. It was 15-1, ended up with 24. So yeah, this definitely helps give your forward line some ascendancy, and we definitely were able to sort of hit the scoreboard when that did happen. That was a positive result. Plus 12 in contested ball, plus 40 on the outside there. And turnovers, had a few more, had a bit more of the ball, had a lot of control of the game, especially in the marking category. Good to see this. Good to see this down. Upon several weeks, we've had lots of marks conceded inside 50, and hopefully in that second half against Sydney, we're able to make a bit of a shift and be a bit more back shoulder and defend better, but also 39 inside 50s as well. Definitely helps the cause there. 15 for ourselves. So we gave ourselves plenty of opportunities. I think 3 in one play, actually, from memory. When no one wanted the shot, I think Paddy gave it to Tom. Tom gave it to Grind. It might have eventuated. Contested marks, and all took 15, and we took 8. I'm just going to scroll through here because I kept right-clicking and going absolutely berserk. Alrighty. So, goals, behinds, win. That's always good. And time in front led for, majority of the game, all but 10 minutes. More tackles, so this is good. Yeah, this is good. Working really hard. So winning more of the ball, tackling more, tick, tick, tick. Beautiful to see. 1%ers, a lot of those, which is also nice on the stat sheets. All right, the votes, how the players went and how they panned out. It was really tough because it was, 5 or 6 really good players. Probably even more than that, considering we won. I'll go Grind for the 3 votes. He had 32, 11 marks, 3 tackles, a couple of clearances as well, almost 500 metres gained, a couple of goal assists. And I reckon there was even more in there where he kicked it to our advantage. It might have been touched by the opposition player, but then we were able to, find a goal out of it. I thought, from the very get-go, he was, dynamic. You know what he does. He sets teammates up and he's deadly by foot. Turn it over a little bit, but you're going to turn it over a bit more when you have 32 as opposed to when you have 20 disposals for the game. I thought, he was outstanding for us and, really worked really hard and loved it. The 2 votes, I will go with Jack Bowes. He had 25. He also ended up with the goal. 10 marks, which is excellent. One of our best on the ground, I think. Also had a tackle in there and a couple of clearances, nearly 500 metres gained as well. I just thought his run and carry off halfback was really, positive for us. He was really clean. He set teammates up and, I just thought possibly one of his best games. It's his best game for the Cats. I don't know if it's his best game ever, but he was silky. He was really good. And the 1 vote, I'll go Tyson Stengel. Very, very tricky to pick. They could have gone to a few, that's for sure. And there's a lot of players that played really well. I thought, Stengel kicking 5. I think it's his career high. So, almost deserves it based off of that. 5 goals, 4 marks in there, a couple of tackles. Also had a goal assist. And, he was super positive for us. I've been, talking with, the guys about Stengel lately, how he hasn't quite been back to his brilliant best and probably needs a lift because he's been kicking 1s and maybe 2s every now and again. But I thought, when's the last time he kicked 3 or whatnot? And then he comes out and kicks 5 against North. So that was pleasing to see. Well, Duncan's game was pretty handy with 30. He also kicked a goal. And we had Tom Atkins, who, he was a beast in the contest. He ended up with 25, 300 metres gained there as well. Tommy Stewart ended up with 26 disposals, took 9 marks as well. He was, very, he's very good down back. A bit of a brick wall. As we know, Blitzarves was good and then got subbed out tactically. Dangerfield was, very tough on the inside as he always is. Stanley, good again in the ruck. He also set up a goal for us, just tough around the ground. Thought Bruins' game was good as well, ended up with 22. Close's game was great. He kicked 3, ended up with 16 as well. Holmes definitely lifted as the game wore on. He was a little bit quiet, but then got heavily involved. Zathri was pretty steady down back with 21. And I felt like Ollie Henry almost could have snuck in a vote there. He ended up with 4 goals and also had the 14 touches. Tommy Hawkins' game was good. He was trying to set up teammates left, right, and centre. Somehow didn't get a goal assist in there, but he would have set up teammates with score involvements. I'm very sure of that. O'Connor, one of the 3 Irishmen out there, he ended up with 19, 6 marks, played well. Tuohy was handy with 18, breaking the record. Congratulations, Reg. What a legend. Regent. So, yeah, what a great achievement. All-time games record holder for an Irishman. So, yeah, congratulations, Reg, on that achievement. Absolutely brilliant, mate. And Jack Henry also kicked a goal, had the 12 touches as well. He was very solid down back. Rowan was okay, he kicked a goal, also had the 7 touches, 4 tackles, and a goal assist. So, yeah, more than okay, really. That's pretty good from him. Good output. Pressure, high energy, high impact. Mullen got a bit of the ball. He had 11, a few handballs in there. He was okay. De Koning had 11, back to some of his better footy, intercept marking, which was good to see. Radigalia had the 6 touches, relatively quiet. A few marks in there, did his job. And Ollie Dempsey came on as a sub later on and, yeah, got a little bit of the pill for the time that he was on. All right, so that is about it for the game. In terms of what we've got next week on the agenda, we've got the Bombers, I believe, and this will be a Saturday night game. Where are we at? Yep, Saturday night game, GMHBA. I will be there. I'll be there in person. And hopefully, yeah, we can get the job done. It's going to be, definitely tougher than last time, I feel. At the MCG, we kicked the first 39 points, I believe, and then it was relatively even Stevens from there. And, yeah, look, it won't be easy, that's for sure. I think, yeah, close to our best should be good enough to win. But, yeah, Bombers are playing some pretty good footy. Forward half game is looking in good shape. And, you know, they about a metre off winning against Port Adelaide at the MCG. So, yeah, they can definitely mess with the best. So, it's going to be a good one, that's for sure. I think we'll win, but we should win being at home, but it doesn't always mean, just because you play at home doesn't always mean you win either. If we look at the ladder, that's probably good to look at as well. We are in the 8, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be back there. It's been weird being below the 8. So, 8.5 wins, percentage of 117.7, and 2 points ahead, or basically a draw ahead of Adelaide, GWS. So, good thing that we just got any kind of points from that Sydney game. And I think even without them, we probably still remain in the 8, just based on percentage there. But you never quite know what your percentage could be after we've lost. So, yeah, anyway, we're in the 8. It's good to be there. Let's stay there and let's try and, attack and see where we can get to. Top 4 would be nice. If we could sneak into 4, I'd just be happy to make the finals at this stage and just not miss them from here. But, yeah, fair bit of work to still go. There's going to be some tough games in there. We've got Brisbane over at the Gabba. We've got Port Adelaide at home here. So there's going to be some tough games. And then Collingwood at the MCG. So now I'm looking at, there could be a few losses towards the end of the season. So hoping just to, hang around anywhere from 5 to 7 would be nice. But if we're playing our best, then we'll be dangerous regardless. Okie dokie. So that takes us back to here. And then we've got our game here. Geelong by 62 points. A nice win and a nice little milestone for Zach Tuohy as well, playing the most amount of games as an Irishman. So that's, excellent work, great achievement, and ultimately a good result for the Cats, getting a 10-goal win back into the top 8, which is what we Cat fans love seeing. We're back where we belong, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Still a long way to go. Still some tough games ahead. I've lost the plot towards the end of this one. But, yeah, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe away, and I will see you guys all on the next video.